Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. And there's the piece of lace that was missing. Okay. Anyway, this is my March-April 2019 hybrid creative journal. I have made it out of an altered composition book. I did increase the spine to a 1.5 inch spine and sewed in 2 signatures. This is the book that I originally made to keep 2 signatures for 2 months and also a faux flowish whatever bits and pieces insert. Okay, this has now been taken out because it won't fit in there anymore. And yeah, I'll be doing a video on my thoughts about this very soon. So right now we're just going to do a flip through a few pages of the March section. Okay, so within the book, I have here like an envelope with a bunch of different stickers and little tabby-doos and stuff like that, as well as some post-it notes that I've been sent in Happy Mail. And then this is my March, and as you can see, some of the days I did not finish. These are labels from Brooke at Recreations by Brooke that I use for my date and day stickers. And then a bunch of little doodads in here that I will probably be taking out, going through and seeing if I can use them elsewhere. Okay, so let's just get started, shall we? All right, so here's the first. It was a Friday, and this right here, I actually found, and I do this quite often. Excuse me, there's Fred. I saw this come through my Facebook feed, and when I like what it says or it, resonates with me in some form or fashion, I go ahead and print it out. It's printed on card, and then I just glue it on the 3 sides and make a pocket with it. So there's that. Okay, so let's see what's in this pocket. Just some stickers and different things from Happy Mail, or stickers, washi from Happy Mail, things like that. Now in here, I have to keep getting up and down, sorry. This right here is a picture of some of the, I used to call them Flobonichis, but now they're just a creative journal because they really have nothing to do with the Fobonichi style of journaling. It's just another way to creatively journal about my days. So these are the 4 that I had made, and then I wrote about that on the back. This here is just a piece of scrapbook paper with scraps on it, and decorated it up, put a little tab up here. And then on the back, this is a piece of notepad paper that I just glued on so that I would have lines. So, okay, yeah, Beauty Queen was a little bit ill this morning. I think she had a touch of food poisoning, if I'm not mistaken. This is a long way back, so, because now we're what, in April? The middle of April? Yeah, so. I spent most of this day in my craft room doing filming, began a series of tutorials on this book, the creative journal that I've been doing. So yeah, so I did that. And this just slides right into here. Oh, and the background here is a piece of my food coloring dyed paper that I just stuck right on top of the original piece that was in the book. Okay, so that goes in there. Then this day here was super fun day. We went to, obviously, sorry if there's a glare, we went to go see Fiddler on the Roof. We had a fabulous time. I have a pocket on this side as well as on the top. And so in here, this is another piece of my dyed paper that I just use as backing. And then I took a stamp of musical notes and just lightly stamped all over it, but it just talks about going to the play and how much fun it was. This is on one of the pieces of the playbill. These right up here, I do believe I learned how to do these from Carla Frizzell. I'll leave her link below. And they're just, you go around and around with either fabric. This happens to be cheesecloth, so that was super fun. And then I also in the pocket have the actual tickets to the play. Oops, this went in backwards. Okay, so this goes in here. Okay, and then this over here, this is a picture of my perfect match, my beautiful husband, yes, and me. And this is what Carla was doing. She was taking little just scraps of fabric and like rolling them up and twisting them around. I'll see if I can find the video. But then, yeah, I just wrote about, oh, this I put a quote, just part of Elizabeth Browning's quote on how do I love thee, let me count the ways. So that was fun. And that goes right in there. Okay, on this day here, again, going up and down to make sure nothing's glary. Sorry. This was a Sunday, and this was just a simply made page out of like washi tape from friends, some just stickers I had. This, I found this little meme thing, whatever you want to call it, on Facebook, came through my feed and wanted to print it out. This is a coffee pad, not a coffee pad, it's a notepad, you know. And then this is a little prayer card because my dear friend Lynn was in the hospital for a while and very ill. So I was praying for her. And then on this day here, it appears as though I got some happy mail from Brookie Boo. This I was sent on Facebook, which was super sweet, from Lindsay. She sent me this little meme and said, this made me think of you. And yeah, so I printed it out and clipped it out. And then I received happy mail from Debbie. She has a YouTube channel, Debbie's Journal. She sent me this as well. And she sent me some washi, so it was really cute. Yeah, so let's see what's in here. And I did get, I'm not sure if this was my order. Maybe it was my order. Let's see. Yes, it was my order. And this is Brooke's, I forget what she calls them, bag tags. I believe they're bag tags. So I always put her little notes in here as well. It's just so cute. So I wrote about that, receiving my my purchase, my order from her shop. And then this beautiful tag was made by Debbie. And so I did my journaling on that. It was Monday, of course, so I spoke with Grandma. And I worked on some photo pages. And I had some fun altering magazine clippings. Oh, okay, that was in my last book, I believe. So yeah, so that was super fun and nice and sweet. And then here's Debbie's little note as well. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, folks. All right, Debbie's sweet little note. So yeah, check out her channel. So that was that day. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, now this day here, we went to the eye doctor, and it was funny because my background, the original page, it said visiting information. So I put up here serendipitous no. Yeah, because my husband and I both had eye appointments. And so this is Braille paper. Let me think where I got, well, I'm sure it'll tell me. Yep, My World in OKC. So I got this Braille paper and it was super cute. So I just stamped the little eye thing on there. And that was really fun. I'll put all the links below. These are those stupid, ugly things you get when you don't have sunglasses to put on. So I just stuck those on there. We had ordered new glasses and whatnot. And then here's a tag that I made out of Edith Holden paper. And then I stamped here using Archival Ink a Tim Holtz stamp of a sewing machine because obviously I was sewing. And yeah, this tag is made out of coffee dyed paper with lines on it. So with a little bit of, I love this trim here. So I put that on there. Yeah. It was super foggy out. We had an eye appointment, yada, yada. Oh, and Beauty Queen took some of the Braille paper to school to show her kids so that they could see how blind people read. So that's always interesting. And then we had, my husband made, excuse me, forgive me. My husband had made a new dish called korma. It's a curry dish. And yeah, not a fan. Yeah, just not a fan. Okay, anyway, on this day here, I received a lovely, lovely happy mail. Holy cow. I'll leave the link to it below because I did like a shop share thing, but I got this from Sweet Christy Biddleston. I'll leave her YouTube channel, I'll leave her Etsy store, and I'll leave the link to showing you all the stuff I got. So it was super duper sweet. She made me a hybrid creative journal and it's absolutely gorgeous. And she makes these beautiful mandalas and oh, she's fabulous. So yeah, I wrote about, well, I just put that on there, just so beautiful and how blessed I felt. This was on our package, so of course I had to cut it out and save it. And then I wrote about, I wrote my journaling in there about that. Here's another tag that these are bits that I did take from my flow part, you know, of the insert. And let's see. Oh, it was in the mid 50s, so it was freezing here. Yeah. No walk. Okay, yeah. This talks about how like I've just been so off my schedule and since Big Handsome has been home. If you don't know, he was laid off back in January, so quite the surprise for us. Anyway, he's still home. And so yeah, so at this point I was still, you know, trying to do my videos and stay on a schedule, but it just wasn't working out. Of course, my in-laws were here at the time as well. So yeah, it was just a weird time and trying to get everything sorted and a routine and all that kind of stuff. I caught Brooks live by chance. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, this was the day my doctor's office had called. You know how much I love my doctor's office. Love my doctor, not the office so much. Telling me my labs were in and that I needed to get back in there. And yeah, yeah. Anyway, that was that. I did end up going back in. I'm sure that I ranted about that in a later post in my book. So this was the sweet card that Christy had sent me with her Happy Mail. It was so beautiful. And then this day here, I got the cutest little Happy Mail. It was from Nancy, and she is one of the admins to the Creative Journaling group, and I will link them below. And I had done the stenciling on the envelope, but then right here, there are like little teeth marks from her kitty cat. And she wrote it. She put an arrow to it. It says, "Sorry, little cat teeth marks." So cute. But this was her card. Very sweet. It was a thank you card. Oh, and she also sent me like a little calendar piece that I use later in the book. Because when she saw the calendar piece, it made her think of me. And she was thanking me for mentioning her group. And of course I'll mention the group because I love the group. So yeah, if you're interested in creative journaling and, you know, seeing what others are doing with their creative journaling, then head on over to their channel. I'll put it in the links below. It's a Facebook group. This is a vintage recipe card, and this day we had stone crab claws for dinner, and I made it's like a famous here, it's called Joe's Stone Crab, and it's a famous crab place. I think they're only open parts of the year. I think they're only open during stone crab season, honestly. But anyway, they make a really yummy mustard sauce for your crab meat, and so I made that, and I wanted to keep the recipe and rate it because it came out really good. And then here are these little coffee notepad things that I did my notes on, and I put numbers on the top of them so I know which way I'm going when I'm reading them. So yeah, we had a good day. I just glued two of them together. It makes them a little bit more thick, and I can do my journaling on them. Yeah, so just writing about what happened. Oh, did we have to go? Yeah, my daughter's car was in the shop because her AC went out. Not a good thing when you're living in SoFlo. Yeah, so thank goodness she had a warranty because the bill was going to be $3,100. Yeah, so she only had to pay the deductible, which was only $200. Still expensive for her. Yeah, but better than the alternative, right? So we did some errands. I found these cute little things at Family Dollar and Dollar Tree. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, what happened here? My RX, my prescription. Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah, back to the stupid doctor's office. Apparently, he wrote my prescription. It was a different doctor, I think, and so I needed to renew my prescription. When I went to go renew it, the pharmacy was like, "You don't have any refills, you know?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I always get them for like 6-month supply, or yeah, a 6-month supply." And yeah, no go. It was a nightmare. Anyway. This is, let's see. Okay, this is the day that I filmed the shop share for the Meta Mandala art for Christy Biddleston's beautiful hybrid book that she sent me, and I can't wait to use it in the next 2 months. So I filmed that day. Again, that video will be below. This, I received a really sweet happy mail from Tracy on one of the groups, and it's just beautiful. So I wrote about that sweet happy mail that she sent me. And then this background paper here, I added a few bits to it. Like I added these little stamps and the splatter glitter paint, and I highlighted this at the end of the rainbow, there's magic, because I just thought it was, yeah, I loved it. So but the background paper is actually from Debbie's journals, and she made it into a PDF. She had made the collage paper and then made it into a PDF and put it on the Creative Journaler site so that we could then go and copy it and use it for ourselves as a background or whatever. So it was really, really cute and really sweet of her to do that. Let's see here. Here's a pocket. So I made her paper into a pocket. Let's see what's in here. Okay. Oh, here's the sweet little happy mail I got from Tracy. So sweet. Still using up the beautiful items that she sent me, and you'll see a lot of them in this book. So there's that. This, again, I took the paper that I had in my flow part in the center and just made a little tag out of this, put a tab on it, glued some coffee dyed paper onto it. Yep. And so this is the day that I filmed the shop share for Christy Biddleston. And this day I learned how to load a picture for a thumbnail. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever do it again. It probably took me like 30 minutes to figure it out. So, yeah, worked on some pages, well behind as per usual. Yeah, my routine is still screwed up. So it just feels like I'm like running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Like I feel like I'm doing stuff, but at this point in time, it felt like I was doing absolutely nothing, and I'm just off my game here. Let's see. Bedtime at 9, but I had a hard time falling asleep, so I got on Barb's live, and that was fun. Oh, and then that live turned into a hangout with Brooke, so then I watched that. Yeah, I stayed up way too late, so gosh. I'm like so off track at this point in time. Oh my gosh, so off. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave it here. Okay. There are going to be plenty of links below to everyone that I mentioned, and I will catch y'all on the next flip. I hope y'all are having a great day and a great week, and yeah, I'll talk at you later. Bye.